This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanireti Ololade. The major headlines. Presidency rejects World Bank's poverty report. UI emerges Nigeria's best university for 2026. Fraud. Interpol arrests wanted Nigerian in Argentina. IG suspends enforcement of tinted glass law. Sports. Flying Eagles suffer heavy defeat in World Cup blow. Entertainment. Rolling Stone ranks Wizkid, Thames, Essence among 21st century's best songs. Olanireti celebrates the legal victory over false Dino Melaye story. News in detail. Presidency rejects World Bank's poverty report. The presidency has disputed the latest economic report by Nigeria's biggest multilateral lender, the World Bank, which estimated that 139 million citizens were living in poverty, describing the figure as unrealistic and detached from the country's economic realities. President Bola Tinubu's special advisor on media and public communications, Sunday Dare, said in a post on his official X handle on Wednesday that the poverty figures must be properly contextualized within the limits of global poverty measurement models. While Nigeria values its partnership with the World Bank and appreciates its contribution to policy analysis, the figure quoted must be properly contextualized. It is unrealistic, Dare said. The presidency explained that the 139 million figure was derived from the global poverty line of $2.15 per person per day, set in 2017 using purchasing power parity, and should not be mistaken for an actual head count of poor Nigerians. It noted that when converted to nominal terms, the $2.15 benchmark equals about 100,000 per month at current exchange rates, which is well above Nigeria's new minimum wage of 70,000 naira. UI emerged Nigeria's best university for 2026. University of Ibadan, Oyo State, has been ranked Nigeria's best university in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings 2026. The ranking, published on the website on Thursday, placed the Ibadan-based Federal University between 801 and 1,000 globally and ahead of other leading Nigerian universities, a spot it has held in 2013. The surveyed 2,191 institutions from 115 countries and assessed them based on 18 performance indicators across 5 key areas: teaching, research environment, research quality, industry, and international outlook. UI came from 4th position in 2025 to emerge as Nigeria's best in 2026 ranking. It dethroned Covenant University, which was the best university in 2024 and 2025. Following UI are the University of Lagos, Bayero University, and TU, ranked 2nd and 3rd and 4th in Nigeria respectively. Fraud. Interpol arrests wanted Nigerian in Argentina. The International Criminal Police Organization has confirmed the arrest of a wanted Nigerian identified as Ifako N by the Argentine authorities. Interpol, in an update on its X handle on Tuesday, disclosed that Ifako had been on its wanted list for allegedly orchestrating multiple romance scams involving thousands of women. The suspect was also accused of leading an international cybercrime network The notice read, Argentine authorities have captured Nigerian national Ikechukwu N, marking the country's first arrest of a red notice fugitive, who was also the subject of an Interpol silver notice. The suspect is accused of orchestrating multiple romance scams involving thousands of women and leading an international cybercrime network. According to the police organization, Ikechukwu's arrest was part of a special operation begun in 2025 aimed at helping countries trace and recover criminal assets. IG suspects enforcement of tinted glass law. The Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun has temporarily suspended the enforcement of the Motor Vehicles Prohibition of Tinted Glass Act 1991. A statement on Thursday by the first Public Relations Officer CSP Benjamin Hundeyin said the decision followed a meeting between the police chief and a delegation of the Nigerian Bar Association led by its president, Afam Osigwe, at the first headquarters, Abuja. He said the discussion focused on the ongoing enforcement of the tinted glass law and the need for cooperation between the police and the bar in upholding the rule of law and promoting public confidence. Hundeyin said although there is no clear-cut order halting the enforcement of the law, the police suspended the exercise out of consideration for the interest of Nigerians and regard for the Nigerian Bar Association, pending the hearing of a motion on notice scheduled for October 16, 2025 at the Federal High Court, Warri, Delta State. Telecom site closures. National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu has warned state government against shutting down telecommunication sites over revenue or local disputes, saying such action threatens Nigeria's Ribadu was represented by the Director of National Assets and Infrastructure and the Office of the National Security Advisor, He gave the warning in August in Abuja on Wednesday at a business roundtable on investment in broadband connectivity. That's a graduate international we're injuring the country's broadband expansion. In fact, aside from the right of way issues, there is this issue by states where they want to generate revenue with state internal security, architecture, consult on figures, and then before you know it, the sites are closed and you have to intervene in such instances. LP senators shrink to 4 as Chukwu joins APC. The ruling All Progressive Congress on Wednesday consolidated its dominance in the Senate after Senator Kelvin Chukwu, representing an independent formally defected from the Labour Party to the APC. The discussion announced by Senate President Godswill Akpabio during plenary the APC strengthened 10 Senate to 76 seats, giving the party a firm two-thirds majority and targeting on the upper legislative chamber. Protected prices working the LP, which has led to its marginalization, seriously affecting its members, he said. With his exit, Labour's party's presence in the Senate has dwindled to just 4 members, leaving Senator Oke Izia and the only LP senator from Enugu State. The People's Democratic Party currently owns 28 seats, while the Social Democratic Party and New Nigeria People's Party have 1 each. The All Progressive Grand Alliance retains 2 senators. LP senators shrink to 4 as Chukwu joins APC. The ruling All Progressive Congress on Wednesday consolidated its dominance in the Senate after Senator Kelvin Chukwu, representing Enugu East Senatorial District, formerly defected from the Labour Party to the APC. His defection, announced by Senate President Godswill Akpabio during plenary, raises the APC strength in the 10 Senate to 73 seats, giving the party a firm two-thirds majority and tightening its grip on the upper legislative chamber. Chukwu, who replaced his slain brother Oyibo Chukwu in the 2023 elections, blamed his move on the lingering crisis within the Labour Party. The protracted crisis rocking the LP which has led to its factionalization, is seriously affecting its members, he said. With his exit, the Labour Party's presence in the Senate has dwindled to just 4 members, leaving Senator Oke Ezie as the only LP senator from Enugu State. The People's Democratic Party currently holds 28 seats, while the Social Democratic Party and New Nigeria's People Party have 1 each. The All Progressives Grand Alliance retains 2 senators. Certificate saga. ADC mocks APC, demands Inanji trial. The African Democratic Congress on Wednesday accused the ruling All Progressive Congress of being a haven for certificate forgers, alleging that the party continues to shield individuals with questionable academic records. In a statement issued on Wednesday by its National Publicity Secretary, Bolaji Abdullahi, the ADC said President Bola Tinubu's decision to simply accept the resignation of the former Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Uche Nnaji, rather than ordering a full probe, suggested leniency towards misconduct. Nnaji resigned on Tuesday following a Premium Times investigation alleging that he presented forged academic and National Youth Service Corps certificates during his ministerial screening in 2023. According to reports, both the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and NYSC has disowned the documents. The APC has normalized the seat, turning it to a defining trait while providing refuge for individuals with dubious integrity and forged credentials, the ADC said. We are equally appealed that the minister was allowed to quietly resign after publicly admitting that certificates he presented were not issued by the relevant institutions. This sends the wrong message to Nigerians, especially the youth, that dishonesty carries no consequences in public office. Court restrains Navy from arresting Vice Admiral. The Federal High Court in Lagos has restrained the Nigerian Navy and other security agencies from arresting Vice Admiral Olanireti Ololade, following a disaster signal the service issued against him. Justice Ambrose Lewis Alagua, who issued the order, also ordered that the disaster signal number 643NG and dated September 3, 2025, which ordered the arrest or apprehension of the retired naval officer, shall remain unexecuted until the hearing and determination of the substantive suit. Justice made the orders while granting an ex parte motion filed by Olabinjo's lawyer Andrew Igboeke San. Respondents in the suit are the Nigerian Navy, the Chief of Naval Staff, the Navy Board, and the Attorney General of the Federation. WAEC to stakeholders over CB WAEC. Measures in place to address all your fears. The West African Economic Examination Council has allayed fears in certain quarters on next year's computer-based West African Senior School Certificate Examination. Addressing reports yesterday in Lagos during the council sensitization campaign on the CB WASC ahead of next year's examination, the head of the WAEC National Office, Dr. Amos Dangote, said every candidate registered for the CB WASC 2026 would write the exam seamlessly, whether in Nigeria or abroad. The sensitization took place at the national offices in Yaba, Ojo, Ikeja, Ikorodu, Maryland, and Surulere. The WAEC chief said the sensitization was imperative to ensure that candidates and schools were fully aware of what to expect. He said they would also get a chance to practice with the system. Sports. Flying Eagles suffer heavy defeat in World Cup blow. Nigeria's campaign at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup Chile 2025 came to a painful halt as Argentina handed them a humbling 4-0 defeat in the round of 16 in Santiago. The South Americans were ruthless and clinical, striking twice in each half to book their place in the quarterfinals, while the Flying Eagles struggled to cope with the relentless intensity of Diego Placente's side. Despite several substitutions from Subairo, including the introductions of Abdul Jalil Kamaldeen, Awal Ibrahim, and Charles Agada, Nigeria failed to find rhythm or cutting edge in attack. Entertainment. Rolling Stone ranks Wizkid, Tems Essence among 21st century's best songs. Nigerian singer Wizkid alongside Tems have been ranked number 22 on Rolling Stone's list of the 250 greatest songs of the 21st century so far for their 2020 hit Essence. The song from Wizkid's album Made in Lagos is a sultry blend of Afrobeats, Afropop, and R&Bs, and features Tems' distinctive vocals on the chorus, "You Don't Need No Other Body." Rolling Stone's list of the 250 greatest songs of the 21st century updated on Wednesday describing the track as bewitching, shimmering, and impossibly soulful, noting that its tropical bars and mix of sharp and cool tones makes it wonderfully direct and decidedly urgent. The publication added that Tems' modal, plaintive, and electric voice bristles with untapped desire, while Wizkid's mellifluous delivery invites listeners to the dance floor. Essence became the first Nigerian song to chart on the Billboard Hot 100 and was lauded globally as the anthem that brought Afrobeats into mainstream pop. Adunni Ade celebrates legal victory over false Dino Melaye story. Nollywood actress Adunni Ade has announced that she won a fundamental human rights case against Poland's Media Limited, publishers of Nigeria News, over a report linking her romantically to Senator Dino Melaye. The judgment, delivered by Justice I.O. Harrison of the Lagos State High Court, granted in her favour in suit number LD-177818MFHR/2024, reaffirmed her right to privacy as protected under the Nigerian Constitution. According to the court document, the matter was titled, "In the matter of an application by Adunni Adewale for the enforcement of our fundamental human right to privacy as guaranteed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999." The suit, which began in January 2023, stemmed from a publication on NigeriaNews.com titled "Six Popular Nigerian Actresses Who Have Been Accused of Dating Dino Melaye." The actress was listed among those allegedly linked romantically to the politician. Adunni Ade maintained that the story was false, misleading, and offensive, arguing that it misrepresented her personal life and violated her right to privacy. She said the publication caused her emotional distress and was done without her consent to attract web traffic. Announcing her victory in a post shared on her Instagram on Tuesday, Ade wrote, "I won my case. A false story was published about me, but truth should stand. This judgment reaffirms that privacy matters and so does integrity. Justice delayed is justice denied." Recap of the major headlines. Presidency rejects World Bank's poverty report. UI emerged Nigeria's best varsity for 2026. Fraud. Interpol arrests wanted Nigerian in Argentina. IG suspends enforcement of tinted glass law. Sports. Flying Eagles suffer heavy defeat in World Cup blow. Entertainment. Rolling Stone ranks Wizkid, Thames Essence among 21st century's best songs. Adunni Ade celebrates legal victory over false Dino Melaye story. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_Radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 09122227433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanireti Ololade. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanireti Ololade. Have a lovely day. God bless Ifako.
Looking for reliable brand for import and export, logistics and cargo services, ticket booking, or general merchandising? At Divine and Grace Enterprises, they specialize in seamless global trade, efficient cargo handling, top-notch travel support, and trusted merchant services. Whether it's getting your goods across borders, booking a flight, or managing cargo with precision, they deliver with speed, reliability, and care. You can visit them at Nako Export Warehouse, International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos State. You can contact them on 0803-406-1483, 0817-287-4375, or email it divineandgraceenterprises@gmail.com. Divine and Grace Enterprise, your reliable brand for logistics and merchandise.